Slight trigger warning for this compilation. It consists of some videos of Tourette's, so if you have Tourette's, just know that this compilation has Tourette's and tics and stuff like that, and if it causes you to tick and everything, just kind of like skip the video or skip until you see a video where it doesn't have any Tourette's. Serena? Come on, baby! I'm making this warning like before I even make the video. Mimi's out front, baby. She's out front! She's outside! So I can't give you a timestamp. Yeah, she's outside. Yeah. Wait. I just figured that adding Tourette's into a chronic illness compilation would be a good thing, because not a lot of them have Tourette's in the compilations, and I haven't really seen a lot of representation for it. So, hope you enjoy.
Hey guys, it's Rachel Orkey, and I have Tourette syndrome, and this person asked if, fuck off, I curse when I'm not ticking. Yes, I do. Suck my dick. I swear like the average person. However, it's important to note that my tics are not a reflection of my voluntary vocabulary choices. I have tics that involve words that are far more derogatory than anything I actually use, such as slurs, unfortunately. So, though I do curse, fuck off, bitch, my coprolalia does not stem from the way in which I speak. Thank you so much for the question. Mwah.
I'm learning Dutch and I have Tourette's, so here are tics that I've developed in Dutch. You guys loved part 1, so here's part 2. I have a friend who is Dutch, and when I'm in the Netherlands I see her, and when we're together, we kind of share tics. I'm gonna trigger it by thinking about it, but she always tics appelsap, 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 and evidently I have now developed that as a tic. For those that don't know, that is apple juice in Dutch, appelsap, but I've also developed appelmoes. I also say some really basic words like ja, nee, which is yes and no in Dutch. Another word I've developed which is just satisfying to say is kip, which is chicken, kip, kip, fuck, cunt, cunt. But some of the most common times I actually tic in Dutch is when I'm doing a Dutch lesson, and I will have to mute myself because every time someone says a word, the echolalia in my tics wants to repeat the word. So if I'm watching like a Dutch video, or I'm hearing Dutch, or I'm like in a call with people, I will quite often tic the Dutch. And this isn't something that I have often, it usually just happens once, but it can basically be any word or like even a sentence. Chocolate milk. Fuck. But yes, there's some more of my Dutch tics.
Hi, I'm Rachel Orkey, and I have Tourette syndrome. This person says, you're copying Balin fake AF. Sorry, but karma is a LOL, you're a joke. This is Balin. As you see, we follow each other. Allow me to educate you. With a simple Google search, you will find that complex vocal tics involve repeating others' words. This is called echolalia. It is not uncommon for people with Tourette's to pick up tics from each other. I hate how this always happens, where I yeah, mom, get accused as a smaller creator that I am copying bigger creators' tics. I do have some recognizable tics of Balin's, like the you're done one. You're done! But I typically don't post them here. Oh, because I don't want to get accused of exactly this. Thank you for listening. Hope you learned something.
I don't have Tourette's, I'm just rude.
That's a fun one for you.
Yeah, it's great.
Imagine if that happened after you're on the train and you're like, I've got a bomb.
I've got a bomb.
Yes.
Bomb. Fuck.
It's I've got a bomb. What if I then explain to them, like, don't worry, she's
I
just
don't have
got...
Tourette's, I'm just rude. really inconvenient.
This is fakers versus actual Tourette. Part 2, that no one asked for. Oh yeah, no, I had a lovely time at that play. Oh no, dude, fuck off. I'm so sorry. Dude, that was actually such a good time. Fuck off. Let me sit on my hands. I had a great time at that play. That was actually really, it was really fun. Gotta get ready for my shoot. Oh my god, that was so fun. What, did I catch that? Oh my god, that was so funny. Okay, I gotta get ready for my video. Holy fuck. I'm not recording that video anymore. Ow. Hope you like.
Want to know what one of the worst things about being chronically ill is? It's the fact that everyone always thinks you're faking it. People think that you are fine because you look fine, so you constantly feel like you have to talk about it and tell people about it and make it your whole personality so that people know you're suffering. Just for people to be like, oh, but you look normal, you look fine. So our chronic illness becomes our entire personality. It's not what we want, but it's sometimes what we feel subconsciously we need to do so that people understand that we're not just trying to get away with stuff. We're not trying to play the I'm sad, look at me. No, no, we don't want you to look at us, actually. But then you tell us that we are totally fine, there's nothing wrong with us. We go to the doctor and they tell you you're totally fine and nothing's wrong with you, but you know that your life is different and changed and it's not better. And nothing can get better. And so you don't know what to do with yourself other than talk about it, because it's the only way that you can get through things. So I apologize that my looks deceive you, but I am internally suffering.
Something I find so interesting is how the weather affects every chronically ill person differently. I feel like a majority of people, or most people, do better in the winter, and then a small percent of people do better in the summer, from what I've heard and learned. For me, I do much better in the summer. Obviously, standing in the heat and in the sun, I will feel my heart rate get a little higher. I'll get a little dizzy. But if I'm in the water, if I'm in the shade, if it's not super hot, I will do pretty okay. I don't really flare in the summer. My baseline skyrockets in the summer, and in the winter it completely falls down. I flare much more in the winter. My stomach does not like to work in the winter, and genuinely just all of my symptoms get so much worse along with my baseline. And it's very interesting to see that happen and watch that happen. No one can ever really give me a reason why that happens. All I've heard is either you do good in the winter or you do good in the summer. Once fall hits all the way to the spring, I am out of service, so much worse. And it sucks because I feel like 3 to 4 months is the only time I really get where I do feel like I can do a little more, feel a little better, not be completely miserable. I just think it's so interesting how it affects everybody so differently.
I'm Amy. I have a number of chronic illnesses, including POTS. My temperature regulation, non-existent. It's a bit hell out here, okay? We keep passing out. If you are currently stuck in a heat wave and your weather apps are looking a bit like this, horrific. This is how I'm trying to survive. Number one for my POTS people, salt. I feel like we all know this. I go a bit crazy with the salt. I do just down salt packets. If you do want to go down that route, you can buy a massive bag of mini salt packets on Amazon, like loads of them. But you know, usual salty snacks. It sounds stupid, but don't just cool your face. Like, put a cold compress or a cold flannel or whatever on the back of your neck and your chest. or your underarms and your inner wrists. So they're going to cool your whole body down, not just your face. Also, a cooling towel is great. I've seen them all over TikTok at the moment. I got mine at a garden centre years ago, but they're really great. You literally wet them, fling them around a bit, and they stay cold for actually ages. They're actually really great. If you get a baking tray and you put ice on it, or a bowl with ice in it, put it in front of the fan, wonderful. For my wheelchair user people specifically, you know the cooling mats that you can get for pets? Put it on your cushion and sit on top of it. Don't knock it till you try it, okay? Make sure you have loads of fluids, like loads, and electrolytes. Electrolytes are great, but I need to say you need to make sure you're careful because you can overdo it with electrolytes. So don't go crazy on electrolytes. Have some, don't overdo it. The less you eat, the worse you're actually going to feel, so you need to make sure you're eating. Obviously, you don't want to be cooking, you don't want to be dealing with anything in the crazy heat. I actually meal prep the night before when it's cooler. Love cold showers, especially before bed. They're really great. The one thing that I would always recommend, I always put my moisturizer in the fridge. Sounds weird, trust me on this. So I have a cold shower in the morning, get out the shower, I put cold moisturizer on my body. You can also put your face wipes in the fridge. Get a spray bottle, spray cold water on your face, and then sit in front of the fan. Put a cold tea towel around your neck, put your feet in cold water and sit in front of a fan. Or have a cold shower, don't really dry yourself, just get out, sitting in your towels in front of a fan. I always have metal spoons in the freezer, mainly because if I have a breakdown, I can get them out, put them on my eyes, and they make my eyes less puffy. But they also double up great as like a little quick cooling thing, because I can just grab them out and put them on my forehead or something and cool myself down. Also, because I live alone, I have an Apple Watch which tracks my heart rate constantly, so it tells me when my heart rate is going too fast, so I can be aware of it and I can go sit down or lay down with my legs up. It also has a fall detection thingy turned on 24/7, so if I fall or faint, it will alert people. So instant ice packs are a lifesaver. I always have a box in my flat somewhere. I also carry some with me whenever I go out because they're really great for like instant cooling. And I guess if all else fails, go sit in a supermarket fridge aisle or like thank your fan for its service, because I feel like we're all forming a deep emotional bond with our fan. So thank you. Bye bye.
But you don't look gay. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on, let me just...
Stop. No. I'm trying. But, no, I can't.
You can give me a normal hug now.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
Stop.
You can. What happened? Better? Oh, better. Touch my arm.
You will become disabled in your lifetime, and the only way you won't is if you die first. But ableds are so convinced that they're the exception, so why should they care what disabled people do or don't have or get? It's never going to be them until they're on the other side of the equation. Until they're disabled, when maybe they least expect it. And suddenly they find themselves in a position where they are standing and watching who they used to be fight tooth and nail against allowing them to have even the most basic accommodation. And they have the audacity to wonder why there's no support for disabled people, why life is so hard. Where are all the resources? The resources you desperately tried to rip out of our hands when you were convinced you weren't going to be us. Those resources? I've spent the past day wading through comments from people who are genuinely frothing at the mouth over the idea that hypothetically a disabled person may get a certain type of accommodation. Vitriolic, downright ableist, derogatory hate from people who don't even know what the situation is, aren't in the situation, aren't even in the state, and sometimes not even in the country where the situation is occurring. You are so angry over the idea that somebody might get even a modicum of a slightly better accommodation than the trash we usually get. And the rationale of why, I'll never understand. Why do you care? How does it impact you? And even if you're so convinced you'll never be one of us, why would you spend so much time and effort fighting against something that maybe someday you may also need? God help y'all when you become disabled, and I really do mean that, because you're going to come to us and you're going to ask us how we get the help we need, and we're going to shake our heads and we're going to tell you we don't. And it's because of people like you.
Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now.
Really? Do you know what's in here?
I don't care. Don't tell me.
No, I'm gonna.
The dog days are over. The dog days are done. The horses are coming, so you better run. Run fast for your mother, run fast.
Oh, these aren't homemade. They were made in a factory. A bomb factory. They're bombs.
Roasting my disabilities. You just had to be a pick-me. You had to be different from all the other girls. You can't even stand up for yourself, and nobody wants to treat you. No one even believes you exist. You are the lowest on the priority list when it comes to medical studies. Nobody cares. You're disgusting. Nobody even knows you exist. And you single-handedly made me want to myself. You're making stuff up and wasting time. You're basic. Irritating at best. Basically inconsequential. I don't care.
I'm so over being disabled at this point. I can't work and I'm waiting to appeal for disability right now. There's no way I can make money for myself or to contribute on my half in any way. My husband pays all the bills. I have no way to contribute. I'm trying on TikTok, don't have enough followers, it's not really working, but that's really all I can think of when you have to go to appointments all the time and you're not reliable and you pass out, just all these different issues. I wish I could make my own money, because tell me why. I need clothes so bad because my GI issues and my EDS make it really painful to wear like my old clothes, like jean shorts and bras and tight clothes. So like right now, this is all I have. Comfy pajama pants from Target, no bra, and a t-shirt. That's all I have. Basically all, if I want to wear something that's not going to cause pain and needing to change within an hour, I have to wear sweats, large t-shirts, sweatshirts, stuff like that, and no bra. Like, I just want to be able to buy clothes for myself. I just want to be able to buy the clothes I find and I'm like, oh, these would be so good and so cute and I would feel good about myself, and I'd be able to go and do things again and like go grocery shopping and leave the house and go to the zoo with my daughter, but I can't because we don't have the money, and I can't put us into debt more than we already are for just clothes. It's not even possible. So like, what do you do when you need something for your body because your body is requiring it, but you can't? Because I literally had jean shorts on for like an hour and my stomach hurt so bad. I had to take them off because you're not standing all the time, and they hurt my stomach. My stomach's distended. I don't know. I'm just tired of it. I would like to have my own money and help pay debt and buy my own stuff when I need it and help contribute, but I can't. I'm so tired of it.
There is a house built out of stone, wooden floors, walls, and window sills, tables and chairs warmed by all of the dust. This is a place where I don't feel
These roads are
the flames are catching a fire.